Hello there, everybody. And it seems today that hell froze over. I'm sure by now you already know what game I'm doing because you read the title scroll, but I'm going to pretend that this is dramatic. You're guessing what this is, as the name of the companies involved in this development slowly roll by. It's Trapt! So I finally, decided to check on the PCX website again, and there was a new version of PCSX out, and I decided to give it a little bit of a spin. Whoops. And it seems that they made this game work alright, so I can finally finish the series. So it'll be my next LP. I'm probably going to do something else alongside this, but we shall see. That's not what I wanted. The screen is a little bit shaky. I haven't quite figured out how to fix that yet, but you know, hopefully that won't be too much of a problem for you guys. You also probably noticed my voice sounds a little different, and that's because I'm actually using a headset now instead of the traditional microphone. It doesn't sound as good, but it's, you know, a lot easier for me, and my volume would be a lot more consistent if nothing else. The glory of PS2 graphics. I'm not really sure if I should read what they say now. I mean, technically these guys have voiceovers, just not ones most of you can understand. Oh look, we're standing on a void. I'm not gonna say this game is perfect. I mean, it had frame rate issues and shit, even when it was on the PS2. And of course, here in the emulator, it's got a lot of graphical flaws, but it's playable. Greetings, Queen Catalina. It feels so quiet with me not reading all the dialogue in terrible voices. The void has turned into snow, apparently. No. Everyone here has the same hairstyle. How sad. I think I saw porn like this once. These don't look like the most incompetent guards ever. What? A betrayal? That's a lie. The void attacked my father with a knife. Yeah. She looks cross-eyed, that's funny. Anyways, moving along. We're 5 minutes into this LP and I'm already saying stupid shit. Ah! What was it again? You're gonna see a lot of periods in this game. Apparently they think that's legitimate dialogue or something.
実は
Actually,
国王陛下が何者かに殺害されました。
What?
はい、私と姫様の目の前で。それなのにカタリーナ様はアリシア様に国王殺しの疑いをおかけになられ拘束しようと。
バカな。カタリーナ様は一体。俺カタリーナめ好きにはさせるぞ。
Grains. His name is Grains.
グレインズ将軍。
Grains.
アリシア様、ここは我々にお任せください。次女よ、ひとまずここで姫様を安全な場所へお連れするのだ。はい。
Yes, my lord.
頼むぞ。
Quite a bit of an intro in this game. They actually tried to get a really good story in this game.
あの姫様が父王を殺すなんて。
The dialogue's a little silly, even though you don't hear people actually read it most of the time. It's still pretty silly.
王女と思うな。
追っ手が。姫様、この先に王家ゆかりの
If you
館が
hide
ござい
there,
ま
they'll
す。
surely think you're guilty.
そこならばレイチェルがおとりになりますので、その隙に館へ。何を言うの？私は
I'm saying you should hide yourself in an easily cornered position so that you can be attacked and murdered.
姫様、どうぞご無事で。
いたぞ。逃がすな。おい。
Maybe I should run instead of sitting here.
レイチェル。
She has a heart over one of her breasts. Alright. There's also side stories that you can do in this game. Like after every mission there's some additional enemies you can fight and whatnot. I don't remember exactly what all these tabs do in this game. I haven't played Trapt in a few years actually. Alan. A warrior from the Allura Search Unit. Like a young brother to Ralph, and leaves all the decisions up to him. Loved Ralph's little sister Aina, but was too shy to admit his love. Eventually did, and is set to marry her soon. What's status do? Okay, that's all the stats that I don't give a shit about. Because I don't read stats, I just throw things at people until they fall down. Ralph, also from the Allura Search Unit, lost both parents at a young age, so raised his younger sister Aina himself. Waited 3 years for his friend Alan to propose to his sister before proposing to his own lover. Isn't that exciting? We're gonna murder both of them. Just give a little bit of, get you a little emotionally involved. They have, you know, families and stuff back home. But now we're gonna murder them. It's just the spirit of the game, you know. The shrubbery has turned to the void. Maybe if I hadn't stood in front of the gate, they wouldn't know where I was going. So I don't know if the gauntlet disappeared or if that's a graphical glitch. If it's a glitch, it's kind of a funny one. When I was doing some playtesting of this, the only graphical glitches I really noticed were the fact that there's no shadows and everything's blocks. Like, the interior here doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna record a few videos of this before I upload any of them, though, to make sure they're okay. What? You've been branded with my mark. Oh, it's just me, Satan.
Like, 嫌な感じのところだな。ラルフの兄貴、先に行っちまうぜ。
So I gotta go in one at a time, because we gotta do the tutorial missions again. She's got a little erection in the back of her dress there.
アリシア姫、嘘ですよね。
Of course not.
のような清らかの方に魔人の烙印など。
And then it comes back.
その腕はまさか。
This is all very contrived.
とにかく王宮へカタリーナ様の元へ戻りましょう。
So I don't guess she really has a reason to go with the devil, but she will anyway. Allura has been accused of murdering her father, the king, while standing in front of her mother's grave by the current queen, Catalina. Or Catalina, whatever. Following the advice of her maid, Rachel, Allura escapes from the palace and finds herself heading toward the hereditary manor of the royal family by herself. That mark on your arm brands you as my minion. You must be able to see it. The symbols of my power, the light of the traps. God damn it, this scrolls too fast. Press the button on the controller that is the same color as the light on the trap. What's the controller? I don't understand. If you don't, then your life ends here. Now sacrifice your soul to me. But Alan, I'm really not evil. I can't even move. I have to do this in their order. But the right order is that, and that, as anyone who's watched the earlier games will know, of course. And in this game, they actually drop arc when they die. That doesn't just give you the arc. Well, it gives you some. Alan, Arena, I wanted to marry you. Isn't that sad? Not really. But they actually drop arc now that you have to go pick up. You get arc as for doing your normal traps and whatnot, but they actually drop some to get for extra that you can go pick up, which I didn't really like, to be honest. I would rather just be given it, because it does despawn after a while. Hi there. This time you can actually move. Lordy. Prepare to die! Alright, and as you can see, there's blocky shadows underneath them all. I really don't know if there's anything you can do about that. So, for now, it's just gonna be something we live with while we're playing through this game. It's not too bad, really. Alright. Basic combos still exist as the blast bomb, spring floor, all the stuff you're familiar with from the other games. So, this game is really a lot more in the Deception 2 and Deception 3 vein. They really have their formula down and they don't stray from it all that much. Yeah, that was the totally wrong order to do all that in. I'm out of practice. It's been, what, 2 or 3 months? I don't know how long it's been a while. AI really isn't that much better in any of these games, though. Alright, let's just drop a rock on him. Good day, Ralph. There's also some really cool built-in traps in some of these rooms. I don't remember how to activate any of them, but I'll look that up later, and I'll probably try to show as many of them to you as possible. There's a few that I were never able to activate when I played this game before. Hopefully we'll change that. We'll see them together for the first time. Hopefully. Some of them are pretty ridiculous. How you have to set them up in order to activate them. I don't understand why it's my duty.
国王オラフ2世を殺害しました。
感じぬかまいてよ。閉ざされた門が開放されつつあるのを。
はい。そこより流れ出す深淵なる狂気、このような気は初めてです。
急がねばならぬ。国王が殺害されたとなれば国は乱れよう。混沌と悲憤はより魔人の力を増大させる。そうなってからでは遅いのだ。守らねばならぬ。繰り返してはならぬのだ。
He quivers with anger.
あの忌まわしき戦いで生き残った最後の人間の務め。
Alright. And as always, I want to look at the death file. Alan, head removed by a pendulum. Head removed by... What? Okay, never mind. Splatted by a mega rock. Alright, I think I'm actually going to cut the video off here. See if it turns out alright. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.